Tales of the Oneironaut Volume 1 and Tales of the Oneironaut Volume 2. So there's 20 years between these two, and the two Oneironaut bigger like comics, the Strandloper and Adventures of the Black Cat, play off between these two. This one feels a little bit more, both of them have like a collection of short stories in them, but like very quickly short stories. Let's show this back here. How amazing is that? So these inside, they don't have they're just in black and white, but still look at that insane art by Daniel Igu. What a master. This one feels a little bit more scattered, like he was still figuring out the world and the different, and there's a lot, and there's an interesting cameo in this one from a character in our real world that I'm curious how it, because it's not him, but it's a thing, like it's recognizable to be that person. That's a very famous person in our history. But I'm kind of curious how that plays into it. But there is parallel worlds, so I guess our world must be one of the parallel worlds in this, because there's portals and stuff you go through. But this one still feels a bit more scattered around, but still fascinating, interesting, wild concepts. And you can kind of try and figure it out yourself, because, of course, there is no dialogue anywhere. You just get the images and you make it up, and how does this all fit in together? It's almost the way the Daniel Igu explains it. It's like this is some of the stuff is based on dreams, and then he kind of explores the world and finds the world like that. And then he has like interesting sketches of like, oh, this is an animal I saw, like creature on here. This is an animal he dreamed of in this world, and then he put it onto paper, and like this came out. And just trippy as hell. You can tell it's based on dreams. But now, as much as I enjoy this one is really great, because this one is much more concentrated and much more, you can see he's got his grips on the world, he's got it more, he understands it, he fully embraces it. But it's still like there's characters from the Strandloper and that you see again, characters you've met before that you see again, and where they are going and what they are doing. And so like other stuff in their lives. It's just fascinating and so much fun. And yeah, I cannot show you. I cannot show you that part, that order. Okay, I can't show you that. I can kind of show you that, but let's not. It's okay, well, I'm gonna show this one. But look at that. Look. What the... And look at this creature he dreamed of. Look at that thing, and then this on the side. Look at the back here. That's awesome how we get to that. So this feels a bit more coherent than the other one for me. Like, there's longer stories and then they go to point, but fills out the world. And it's just a joy. Anytime I get to spend time in Oneironaut. And I'm so excited I believe the last one will be available at Comic-Con Africa in Joburg is when it's released. They're going to release it for the first time, the Pilgrim store. Which means I have to go to Comic-Con just to get it. I have to, I don't have a choice.